Hi everyone, welcome back, my wanderers of the dark. First of all, I sound different because my tonsils are swollen because of the pollen. I'm suffocating. Just ignore that. I'm sorry. And second of all, I have blue eyebrows. If you couldn't tell from this title of the video and the thumbnail, I'm going to be giving you guys a little deep dive on the Blue Mustang, aka Blucifer, that is outside of DIA, Denver International Airport. I could go into so much detail about this airport. Like, if y'all haven't heard any of the conspiracies about it, you gotta get on that because there's so much you could talk about. But I'm just gonna talk about the Blue Mustang for now. You already know I had to put on my Denver Wish You Were Here shirt. I saw this shirt on a mannequin when we were walking 10th Street Mall the very first time I went to Denver, and I was like, I have to get this shirt. Then the next time I went to Denver, I got a tattoo for Colorado. It's really cute, and then I got a flash tattoo soon after that says Wish You Were Here, so it's literally this shirt, you know? I'm just so good at what I do. What can I say? But I promise I will bring bones into this video. I know I said that about like the last 2 videos that I made, but I promise she will make an appearance this time. I just don't like to do my makeup while she's on my chest because I feel like I'm getting it all over her. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So like my last video, I don't really have anything prepared. Like, I don't know what makeup I'm gonna do, so we're just gonna wing it. I should probably clip my bangs to the side. I'm super excited to do this video. I love the history of DIA. I love the history of Denver. Denver is so cool. I wish I could move there, but that's just not realistic at all. It's so freaking expensive. So, whatever. I literally have the perfect blue shade to match the color of Blucifer in this palette I showed you guys. This is what I did my eyebrows with. It's like literally his color. It's his color. So, let's start with the history of the creator of Blucifer. DIA actually commissioned Luis Jimenez. And if you don't know who Luis Jimenez is, he is a sculptor. I believe he used to work on cars at one point, and they commissioned him because they wanted to get a piece that would represent the American Southwest and the Chicano culture, and a lot of his, if not all of his artwork, was based off of Chicano culture. His parents were from Mexico, and I think I saw something that said his dad was actually an illegal immigrant till he had Louis. That's pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of his artwork is just like an ode to his family and his history. That's why the DIA commissioned him to do it. It was in 1993 when the city of Denver commissioned him, but unfortunately the Blue Mustang would become the final and most fatal work of Luis Jimenez. It's kind of a really sad story. Like, really sad story. So Louis used to work on cars, and he would use fiberglass, obviously. And he got really into fiberglass. And he was like, you know, I want to create sculptures with fiberglass. So there's actual videos that you can watch of him, like, walking you through his artwork. And at one point, you do see Blucifer in the video of him, like, walking through his little studio. I decided I wanted to do this video because I was going through Google Earth with my boyfriend. And I was like, oh my gosh, we should look at Blucifer. And we did. And there's just like stunning images of Blucifer on Google Earth. So I was like, you know what? I have to do this. He's stunning. I love him. I love his history. Obviously. Anyways, back to the story. They commissioned him in 1993. So the process of building the Blue Mustang was full of delays and long. It was a very long process. And Louis Jimenez was actually known for working independently. So sculpting and casting everything himself, with a small team in his New Mexico studio, the original deadline passed, and years went by, and the Blue Mustang became more and more ambitious and more dangerous. Obviously, he started in 1996. In June of 2006, while working on assembling the pieces of the Mustang, a section of Blucifer's head came loose, fell on Louis' leg, and severed an artery, causing him to bleed out to death in his studio. The creator was literally killed by his creation. Really sad. It's a really sad story. But after his death, the city of Denver actually allowed his family and his friends and assistants to complete the sculpture using his molds and notes. So finally, the Blue Mustang was installed in February of 2008. It is 32 feet tall and weighs 9,000 pounds. 9,000 pounds. Blucifer's glowing red eyes are actually powered by LEDs, and that was like a tribute to his father, who owned a neon sign shop. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that about Blucifer until researching him. It's a really cool detail. But the residents of Denver did not care about the tribute. They had already given him a nickname of Blucifer. So a little history about DIA is there was an airport that was already in downtown Denver, and it was easier to get to by train and stuff. So people were like, why are they building another airport? Like, residents were just like really confused by it, and it was just weird. Some of the airport, the original Denver airport, is still up. Like, I got to see like one of the towers. I guess the tower where they like control the planes. A plane control tower. You can still see it in the city of Denver, and I believe they turned it into like a bowling alley. So that's pretty cool. But residents of Denver were just like super confused as to why they were building another airport. I mean, I would be confused too, but matter of fact, DIA is the second largest airport in the world. And not just the airport, like the airport itself, like, where you wait on your plane. The land is like acres and acres of land, and nobody knows why Denver has that many acres for their airport. There's obviously like rumors that they have like an underground tunnel and stuff. Reportedly, the Blue Mustang was originally it was supposed to be a buffalo, or like a stampede of buffaloes, but given the history of buffalo in the West, it was deemed insensitive. Blucifer, in fact, is not an ode to the Denver Broncos. He's not a Bronco, he's a Mustang. The difference, I couldn't tell you. I don't like horses. I have a fear of horses. Like, a genuine fear of horses. I'm slowly getting over it. Like, I really want to go horseback riding and get over my fear of horses. I think it would be a great, beautiful thing for me. Throw the threes up for the G59. Talking to me, blah, blah, blah. So, originally, they were going to pay Louis Jimenez $300,000, but the final price tag of the sculpture was $650,000. Like, damn. That's a lot of money. Jimenez obviously built a lot of statues and he actually made a similar 8-foot statue named Mestino? I don't know. But he's currently at the University of Oklahoma's campus. So there was people who, like, I read something that said that Blucifer's head was on display at the University of Oklahoma, but it's not actually the Blue Mustang. It's another piece of art that he created. So there are some conspiracy theories about the Blue Mustang that I will do a little deep dive into. People, the residents of Denver and people who come to visit, they're obviously, like, uneasy, and they're, like, completely, like, taken aback by the terrifying 36 foot tall freaking Mustang. Like, someone who's literally scared of horses, it's terrifying, but I love him so much. I don't know why I'm so drawn to him. And my best friend actually when I got my tattoo of Colorado, she got a tattoo of Blucifer, so I will at some point include a picture. There's a whole bunch of conspiracies of people saying that DIA is, like, part of the New World Order, and as part of the New World Order, people are saying that, you know, there's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and some people believe that Blucifer is meant to resemble the last of the 4 horsemen. The 4th horseman, he's supposed to resemble a pale horse, which is the face of death. So people believe that Blucifer brings death. It's pretty scary if you ask me. So up close, Blucifer has, like, really detailed, like, veins, and he actually has balls and a wiener. It's, like, it's really weird, like, how detailed it is, and, you know, a lot of people are off-put by it. They're like, what? Why? Yeah, a lot of people just don't understand why he's there. They think it represents something evil, and it brings death, but Louie's wife actually works pretty hard on, like, copyright and branding of the horse. You know, she's behind everything, making sure that no one takes it down. There's a lot of people, there was a lot of petitions at first when Blucifer was put up to get him taken down, but the DIA signed a contract saying that they could petition after the Mustang had been up for 5 years, I believe it was. So I guess those petitions just didn't go anywhere, you know, maybe Blucifer was starting to grow on people. But the very first time I saw him, I was like, what the hell is that? You know, I'm sure that's a lot of people's reaction. But DIA actually does a really good job at, like, getting into the conspiracies. Like, they do a lot of construction all the time, and they'll put up, like, little aliens all around the airport with, like, construction hats on, and they'll just, like, play into all the conspiracies, which is cool. It's funny, but, like, is it really, though? They're just telling people that this is what they're doing. Like, yeah, they're, like, sheltering UFOs and aliens down there and all that stuff. What if they're actually doing that? And they're like, let's play with these people. They would never know. They would never actually know. And apparently, like, the workers at the airport, they aren't allowed to have their phones out while they are down in the tunnels underneath the airport. It's really weird. There's a lot of really weird rules about the airport. It makes you wonder, like, what are they hiding down there? And there's, like, parts of the tunnels where employees are not allowed to go to. Weird. Strange. Like, What are you hiding? What are you hiding down there? Really suspicious. Or as Bailey Sarian would say, suspicious. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to be talking about DIA. I feel like they might come after me, you know? These are not even. Then again, who cares? Blucifer wouldn't care. He would support me. Unfortunately, that's really the history of Blucifer. Like, I really don't have much more to talk about. Just really sad. I would get into more detail about the DIA, but there's just so much. I wouldn't even know where to begin. But they do have, like, gargoyles at their baggage claim and just, like, really scary artwork in the airport. You just have to see it to believe it. Like, you see pictures online of all the artwork, and you're like, there's no way they would put that in an airport. Well, they did. Like, an airport's supposed to be welcoming, you know? I guess they don't really agree or care. One of the conspiracy theories I'll go into about the DIA real quick, little deep dive. People believe that the DIA is housing the lizard people. Now, if you haven't heard about the lizard people, supposedly they come from a star system like Alpha Draconis. I don't even know if that's how you say it. But some believe they arrived on Earth thousands of years ago and have been manipulating humanity ever since, right? I'm trying to do some, like, veins, since Blucifer has veins. Like, I also want them to look, like, clean and put together, you know? So, we're gonna try. So, supposedly, the reptilians are believed to take human form to blend in. Supposedly. Especially as political leaders, celebrities, or, like, powerful elites. So some people say that the lizard people feed off negative energy, like fear, chaos, or war, so they keep humanity in constant turmoil. The lizard elite, supposedly, they run a shadow of the government, or they're, like, deeply involved in the Illuminati. And the theory ties them to control through institutions like the UN, big banks, and the DIA. So there's, like, evidence of people who, like, glitch and, like, someone's eyes flicker or they look like a reptile. And there's, like, strange symbolism, tile nods to reptiles and, like, artwork and stuff. DIA is often called the hub for the lizard people. And theories say that the underground bunkers in DIA are to hide the lizard people. Yeah, it's definitely very fascinating, the whole lizard people scandal. It's a far reach, in my opinion. So I think I'm just gonna add some, like, red glitter to the lid, since it's red, and then I have some blue glitter. I have this palette from Rue 21. This has to be, like, over 10 years old. But the glitter is still good. I use it all the time. So we're just gonna go for it. You know, if I get an eye infection, then so be it. A few of them are dried out. But, I mean, I can only expect that after years. This can't be good. It's okay. Anyways, I wanted to talk about, like, a little ghost experience that I've had. I'm curious to know if anybody else has had any paranormal experiences. I had gone to the beach with a friend in September. We went to Tybee Island in Georgia, and Tybee Island is very close to Savannah. So one night we went and got dinner in Savannah and we did a ghost tour. On this ghost tour, we went to the orange house that's on the, like, Savannah Square. Like, the one that's directly in front of Forrest Gump's shoes. If you've never been to Savannah, there's, Forrest Gump was filmed in Savannah. So the bench that he's on when he's talking to the lady and he's like, my mama always said. I usually do a really good Forrest Gump impression. I don't know what the hell that was. Life is like a box of chocolates. Where he said that when he's sitting on the bench waiting on the bus. There's like, you know how he's wearing like the Nike shoes? Well, there's like, I guess it's made out of like cement or something. They're like built into the ground. They're like nailed into the ground. Anyways, so we go to this orange house. We're doing a ghost tour and it's dark. Spooky. And we go behind this house and, the tour guide is telling us like all about what the house was and who lived there. And they had this maid named Molly. And if y'all know me, you know where I'm going with this. It's quite entertaining, actually. The tour guide, without even asking me if it's okay, well, he goes, do you want to give her some of your energy? And I'm like, sure. Without asking me if it's okay, he puts his hands on my shoulders. And he's like, Molly, I give you permission to take some of this girl's energy. And I kid you not, I literally felt my knees like buckle. And I mean, maybe it's because we had been walking for like an hour or whatever, but I did feel something, okay? I felt something. Do not deny me of what I feel. Y'all, this is not sticking. I think it's because I put primer on. It's okay. The history of Molly is she had an affair with the like owner of the house, and his wife found out and asked Molly to like do something on the terrace. And so Molly was on the terrace and the lady pushed her off and she died. That's supposedly what happened, but that was also in like 17 whatever years ago. I actually looked up a picture of Molly. Like, I tried to find a picture. Obviously it was like 17 whatever. So I don't know that there was any pictures of a maid, but she has black hair and blue eyes. Now, my hair isn't naturally black. If my hair was naturally black, I'd be a little freaked out by that, but it's not. So, you know what? We're just gonna have to go with this glitter being in the crease, because, no thank you. I'm debating adding blue glitter. Like, I don't know if I want to add blue glitter or not. Maybe to, like, my nose or something. The story about the time I got possessed by Molly, and I need to return her to her home. Like, if someone makes me really mad and, like, I snap at them, I'm like, sorry, that was just Molly. And then I make a joke with my friends who know about her. I'm like, if you say her name 3 times, she will come out. Freaking Beetlejuice. But yeah, if you guys have a paranormal story to tell, please tell it to me. Comment it down below. Text me. DM me. I want to know. I want to know about it. This is going to suck taking off. It's going to suck taking this off. I'm gonna do my lashes and then I will be back. Y'all, my leg is literally covered in glitter. I did some lip liner. I added some lashes to my bottom to kind of add the striking effect. And I'm gonna take some red lipstick to match the eyes. My grandma gave me this lipstick years ago. My grandma loved red lipstick. She was a baddie. I feel like the Queen of Hearts. Off with your head. I'm not good with my impressions today. It must be my tonsils. As promised, here is Miss Bones. Come say hi. I just woke her up, so she's in an angry mood, but she's so cute. Look at her tail sticking straight up. Oh. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Hello. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me on this journey. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to look into some DIA conspiracies and look at some pictures of Blucifer to satisfy your day. I hope you all have an amazing week, weekend, night, day. Whenever you're watching this, thank you for supporting me. It really means a lot. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications so you know whenever I post. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.